Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you on this because I have heard that Dana Wilkie will be doing an interview or live with Kim D on Monday. So, obviously, I have a very important question for Kim D. I don't know if you guys want to take it to Dana or ask the question for me, but this is something that has been on my mind for quite some time, and I would love to get an answer when it comes to that. So, before I get into it all, I just wanted to go back to an episode that I did a couple of weeks ago. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, I said to you guys that this whole story to expose Dolores' secret and the whole story of a woman talking at a restaurant very loud, and that woman was supposedly Margaret, and then a staff member from that restaurant overheard Margaret talking about Dolores and Dolores' secret, right? I told you a few weeks ago that that story was not real, that this was completely fabricated, right? I know that people had questions about it and they were just like, oh my gosh, is it true? It's not true. So I said that a few weeks ago. And then Gabriella did a podcast with Dana again and confirmed what I said. Well, she didn't bring me into the mix because I have nothing to do with it. I was just saying to you guys, this story is not true. This is fabricated. This was part of the plan, right? So basically, Gabriella went back on Dana and said this story was a lie. We fabricated it. It was orchestrated by Jim and Teresa. And basically, what they wanted to do, they wanted to break the relationship between Margaret and Dolores. That's what they wanted to do. So they fabricated a lie to have Dolores be mad at Margaret per se, right? But at the same time, it's really shitty of them to do that because they were willing to expose a secret, like Dolores' secret, right? So my question for Kim D sort of has to do with that. And okay, Gabriella, at some point in time, when she was still part of that camp, she was encouraged by Teresa and Jim Leonard to get in touch with Kim D and to say to Kim D, this woman got a hold of me and told me she overheard Margaret at this restaurant, and Margaret was talking smack about Dolores, and she was talking about Dolores's affair with this guy, Sid Rosenberg. Okay, and if you go online, you can see those text messages between Gabriella and Kim D. Okay, and we're not going to say that they are doctored because even Kim D herself has said when that whole thing came about, like she wasn't really involved at that point. It was mostly just Teresa and the screeners and all of that. But Kim D said, no, those are not fake text messages. Those are real. Like they're not doctored. Like this is a real situation, right? So I can only assume that those texts between Gabriella and Kim D are also real. However, there is absolutely nothing incriminating on Kim's part. Kim said nothing, at least in what we see in those text messages. Kim D said absolutely nothing incriminating about Dolores in those messages. And when I tell you that this woman does not fold under questioning, it is true. It's probably because she is a street girl, right? So, or street smart, I should say. That sounds better. So, Gabriella was basically trying to bait Kim and said to her, you have to tell Dolores that Margaret is talking about her. And the only thing that Kim D responded was like, okay, I will tell her. So I guess the question that I have for Kim D, because I thought about that quite a bit, and I was thinking, what if Kim D was not as street smart as she is? And what if, because she was concerned about her friend Dolores, because Kim D's very, like, she's good friends with Dolores, they're close. What if, out of concern for Dolores, Kim D ended up disclosing more in that text message trail to Gabriella about Dolores's alleged affair? What if she said, oh no, this story cannot come out. This will destroy Dolores's reputation. She's been involved with this. Like, what if she said something like that instead of saying, okay, I will tell her that Margaret is talking crap about her? I need to know, or I want to know, how does Kim D feel knowing that Teresa had her involved in this plot, unbeknownst to Kim, by the way? Kim D did not know about this. This was all Teresa and Jim, according to Gabriella. And by the way, guys, I have to say, Teresa, she was not friends with Kim D when all of this was going on. But that's besides the point. Because even though she wasn't friends with Kim D, she knew that Kim D was very close to Dolores. So basically, she is using Kim D as an instrument to get to Dolores, because I don't believe that Teresa really likes Dolores is like that and wanted to expose her secret. But at the same time, she wanted Margaret to take the fall. So what she's really looking to do is to sever the relationship between Dolores and Margaret. But at the same time, she's willing to throw her friend Dolores under the bus by exposing her alleged secret. And on top of that, she is potentially creating a problem or a situation between Dolores and Kim D. Because again, what if Kim D was not as street smart as she is? What if she ended up disclosing more on that text message? That would have created a big problem between Dolores and Kim D, don't you think? So I want to know, how does Kim D feel about that? So that's it, guys. That's all I have for today, guys. Please, please, please do not hesitate. Subscribe, share, like, comment. Follow me on my blog, housewivesrelatable.substack.com. New Jersey might be coming to an end. What do you want me to talk about next? I'm still going to talk about Jersey, of course, but what would you like for me to cover, guys? Let me know in the comments. Send me a message, a text, a DM. And as always, guys, be a fan, not fanatical. Ciao.